Hello again. So this is our final assignment for our final major assignment for English 102. You obviously still have stuff to do, but this is our final major paper. So yay, awesome, great for making it there. So your final project paper for English 102 is a persuasive argument, which takes the format of a letter to a representative. So your role is to be an advocate in a controversy. The letter is going to focus on voicing your concern, taking a position, and proposing a solution on your critical situation. So again, this is a continuation. You did all this great research on your topic from paper number 2, and you didn't take a stance, but you really kind of framed the entirety of the situation so that you have such an informed opinion as to where you think change is best likely to happen in your situation, that you are going to propose a solution to a representative. So your job is to build an argument using evidence and claims to reach a conclusion in support of or against current policy or crafting new policy. So the format here is a persuasive letter, and then your topic, again, is a continuation from paper 2. Now, I have a lot of students who say, I'm so done with this, can I do something different? At this point, I will say, you can do what you'd like. However, you've already done such good research for paper number 2, and you're such an expert on your critical situation that I'd rather you stick with that for paper number 3, because otherwise you'd have to either do a ton of research, or I think you'd put out a less researched paper for paper number 3. So your audience is a representative, local congressperson or senator. So this is a specific person. This isn't dear representative. Your job is to find who you are arguing to, do research on that person. So you'll need to know their stance on this policy. You'll also need to know that they are close to this policy or this critical situation. It can't be somebody who is so completely removed from this that that your argument makes no sense to them. The length here is 4 to 5 pages, and then the format, which I want to see, is traditional business letter format. Okay, so putting that together in that exact format, not just this looks like a paper for English 102. This should look like a traditional business letter. And then the citation format is MLA. So you can look at the syllabus for due dates. So you'll be writing a letter. It's meant to help you discover what counts as a persuasive argument for your audience and what the terms of discussion are for the topic you choose. So your job is to persuade others because you have been researching your critical situation, and you can now use your researched information to persuade readers to seriously consider adopting your perspective or position on the debatable aspect of your issue. Now, your issue might be so big that you can't cover all of it. Okay, so maybe it's you taking a part of a policy or looking at a specific facet of it. I am totally fine with that. So your argument will make use of the research, but it might also incorporate material from your own experience, or maybe you interview somebody on this, and that's totally fine as well. It's not a personal essay, but like we've talked about with evidence, sometimes personal stories really do help influence. They do make a good rhetorical appeal to what counts as evidence. So here are some things to consider about your write. As you write, you want to think about the type of evidence you have, and you're planning on using, right? So is it good evidence? Is it sufficient evidence? Do you need to do different research? Will this persuade this person? If you're going to use statistics, like, are the terms clearly defined? Are there good comparisons? Do you need to come and, be clear about a type of study being done? Like maybe it wasn't a good study, or maybe it was a complete study. And then if you're going to rely on the opinions of others, you'll want to ask, like, what kind of sources you have. Are they sources from somebody of another space? You know, is this a partisan source? Is this not a partisan source? Is this supposed to be a source from a certain stakeholder? So really still thinking about some of the stuff we talked about for paper number 2. But your biggest job is to persuade this representative. So